Hiya, me again. I'm going to show you now how to do a mug rug within your embroidery machines. So again, any embroidery machine this will work on, not just ones with a design centre. So like we did before for the patch, you need to be going into your little frames here. So square, I'm going to go with square. I like this one, so on 010 on my luminaire, which is just a straight stitch. Right, I've set my work area to 5x7 because I've already hooped 5x7 stabilisers. I would need to know, I like a big one, so I need that to be bigger, that square. So this is going to be my placement stitch, my first placement stitch to put my fabric on. It works again like a plique, so I'm going to set that and then go into edit and I'm going to make it bigger. So if you go like this, this makes it bigger and smaller, uniform. It'll not stretch, it'll keep it into a square. Right, we'll go with that one. Yep, so that's going to be okay. So now I want to make another one, so that's my set down stitch. So then I'm going to lay wadding on top. So another one, press your 2 squares here to duplicate exactly the same. Yep, and then position it, move into the centre. That's my wadding. The reason why I'm doing one for a wadding is I'm going to trim the wadding first before I put my fabric on top. So again, back into edit again, and then I want another one again for the fabric. So now my fabric's on there. You don't trim your fabric. So again, move into the middle. Now you've got your fabric on, you want to be putting your design on. So I'll make one for my friend. Let's do a little, yeah, we'll do Minnie Mouse. So we're going to set that, and then I'm going to edit that further up. So I'm going to move that, and then I'm going to put a name on. It's a birthday, she'll appreciate this. So I'm going to change that to medium, I think. We'll see. Smaller, what's it there? Smaller font. S-U-E. I can never get used to this because it's being QWERTY. Not QWERTY even. Set that. Edit. Move. Just keep messing until you've got it in the right place. I think I might want to name slightly bigger, so I'm going to move that on size, enlarge it size wise rather than, let's have a look what it's like on large first. No, that's too big, so let's take it down. That's it. And I think, because I can, back into edit, I'll change that Sue to red. No, I haven't changed it to red. You see, what I've done there is change that one to red. So reset. Okay. And what I need to do is go down. I can't get into the thing to change it. Right, click onto that and then go into colour. I'm using me my mouse. 2, 3. So you've got different colours here and different. I'll just go with embroidery me. So I need to be going down for that colour. That's it. So click onto it. Notice I'd forgotten how to do it, and then OK. That's it. And then embroidery. So, right. But now I need to put a back on it, so I need to return again and then put a back on it the same. So back into edit, right, click onto that, and then I want to do it again and then move, because this is back, but I'm going to do this twice. So edit again, click onto it again, and then move again into the middle. That's it. Now go into embroidery. I'll show you why I'm going to do it twice. So I'm going to stitch out my first line. No point in white, you're not going to be able to see it. I've got a snuffly nose today, so I apologise. Right, I'll do it in red and you can see it lines. But I will pause the video because I'm not going to have it doing in real time for Minnie Mouse. It's going to take too long and it'll get boring. So my first one, like I said to you. You can also do this if you want with a satin stitch, but I'm not doing that this time. This is ideal to use up your old scraps of fabric, vinyl, whatever, this. So as you can see now, placement stitch to show me where to place my wadding. I'm using stable bat because I've got a load of, what you call it, so this, I've got a load of offcuts. So again, back. And like I said, the reason why I'm doing this, normally I would put the fabric and wadding on together. But I'm going to cut round this wadding to take away the bulk of the seam. So don't take it off the hoop, but take the hoop off the machine. I'm using the brother hoop this time and not my dime hoop, because my dime hoop's packed away for later. I'm going somewhere later with it. It doesn't matter at this point if you do snip some at some of the stitches. I'll show you. I haven't done, but it's, and you don't have to be too precious about going round this either. It's not a plié case, it doesn't matter. As in, I'm not putting a satin stitch around this. So like I said, you don't have to be too precious. But like I said before, this is absolutely great for using your scraps of wadding, your bozel, that soft and stable stuff. Or even your Insel Bright if you're going to use hot cups on it. This is, like I said, a mug rug, or in English, a coaster. Right, now I'm going to put me top bit on, because that's the next bit. I've got some lovely vinyl here from Rainbow Stitches. Make sure you leave enough around it for a seam, because like I said, we're not doing satin stitch. I'm going to change that now. Sorry, I can't think and talk. I'm going to change this now to a cream or a white, because you're going to see this when I turn it through. Or you might see it when I turn it through. Right, this is going to secure this one down now. Keep your fingers out of the way. Now that is your base for your mug rug. I'm going to carry it on and just do the Minnie Mouse bit. So As you can see, it's stitching out Minnie Mouse, all in order. So we've got the actual design stitch and finish, and then the name, and then to put the back on. It's just finishing white off her eyes now. So just got the red to do, and then the black, then the name. So we'll just go into it red to show you for a bit. Like I said, I won't have you bored to tears watching the machine. We all know our design stitches. But just to get a gist of what's happening. So yeah, all red to do. And there she goes. So I'll pick up with you in a second. So we've sewn all the design, as you can see. Yep. So now you put it back on. So we're not doing a satin stitch like I said. We're going to, in the sewing terms of bag it if you like. So we've got 2 pieces of fabric. This is directional, so make sure you've got it in the right direction. That's going to be top. That's going to be bottom. There's no need to sew these because I've just turned them over, because once they've turned, that's you're not going to mess about winning them again, so it's going to look like that on the back. Yeah? So what you need to do is pop your top. I always like top one going over at bottom one, it's just preference. I'll show you in a second what I'm doing. Put my top one on first and then pop some tape on it. See? So your fold is into the middle, and then your bottom one obviously is going to be going over that, and then put some tape on again. Make sure you hopefully it'll be straight. I mean, if it doesn't really matter because it's not going to be a feature, it's on back anyway, but you want it to look nice. So that's the bottom part. Now make sure you're putting the same thread on, a neutral thread, because you're going to see this when you turn it over. So your next bit is going to sew all the way around that. Now because this is a loose edge, you can use wonder web on that bit if you want, but I don't. Watch what I do. Keep your fingers out of the way. Switch your machine off. Sorry, stop it a little bit. Just let it then catch up so it doesn't pull that edge up. You know what I mean? So it doesn't pull that up and wrinkle it. Because with all the layers on, it might wrinkle it. And again, just over the same there. Can you see how it's just coated at foot there slightly? Keep your fingers out of the way. And then that's coat that edge in. Now next stage, because obviously it's a seamless, you're going to be turning it. Remember we put 2 of these on for this stage. We'll put 2 backs on it if you like. So you're going to do it again, just to reinforce that seam. If you've got XV, whatever with design centres on, if you're going to do this in design centre, on this bit you'd use a triple bean stitch or triple stitch, whatever. There's no need to stop that there, it's already stopped it from going down. It shouldn't get caught under foot, but just keep an eye on it. Yep, you're alright. So don't forget to do it this way, because if not, because you've not got a gap here to turn it, you'll not be able to turn it. So that's that finished. So now you want to be turning stabiliser. If you want to use poly mesh or what you call it, cutaway, any cutaway you can. But I'm using cheapest. I'm going to leave stabiliser on the design because it's under vinyl, it doesn't matter. I'll show you. I'm going to leave stabiliser there because, like I said, it doesn't matter. Now, cut around this, leaving a little bit of a seam allowance. If you don't leave a seam allowance, you might cut stitches and it might start to fray. So quarter of an inch or whatever. I don't know what I'm doing. Just a bit of a seam allowance. Now on the last one I did, I didn't snip my corners, my curves. So my fabrics, sorry, my scissors have just caught underneath fabric there. Are you seeing it? So you might want to just clip your curves here. These little, you know, here. Just clip into your curves slightly. I mean, if you want to use a circle, you can. It's the same technique. If you've got a massive hoop, I mean, the Stellaire comes with a 10.5 by 16 hoop. You could do placemats in exactly the same way as this. So that's an idea for you. And then across the back, then you could probably put some Wonderweb or Bonderweb across. I'll show you what I mean with back. With this being a coaster mug rug, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't matter about leaving the back unsealed, unfinished if you like. I'm trying to find my little pokey tool thing. I had it out this morning, I can't find it. Right, what I use for turning things the other way around, I used to make cards. They call them bone folders, made out of plastic, just made out of bone back in the day. So as I'm turning it around now, through that gap, through that slit there, I'm going to push my corners, see my curves. See? And then obviously same with the other one. So turn it around. And again, turn that under. Like I said, if you're doing a placemat, or you can do it on this one, if you pop some Wonderweb under that and under that, you can seal that down. You can just press it down and seal it. Do they still do Wonderweb, Bonderweb, whatever you want to call it, fabric glue, whatever. Right, I've found now, if you don't want to be ironing this because I've used vinyl, you can use fabric. Like I said, ideal for using your scraps up. You can make it any size, but I've used vinyl. What would be good as well, if you use Insulbright, and you can make little pot holders. But that is my mug rug. But if you just press the back of it, I'll do it off camera and I'll show you. So if you just press, I've not got iron plugged in at the minute. Right. Just notice there be corners. So make sure your corners, you see it's not quite. So like I said, if you're going to do a lot of these, you can invest in one of these bone folders. They're not expensive. Bone tool, whatever you call them. That sounds like my iron's ready. Any fabrics used, like I said, I've used vinyl. You can use normal fabric and then put vinyl over the top if you want. So anything. You could even do it with photographs. If you want to put a photograph on it and put vinyl over the top. You know, a normal photograph for people, for gifts. So like I said, press the back. I've got a hot steam iron. I'm only doing the back for obvious reasons, because it will melt vinyl. Right. That is the finished item. How lovely is that? I made cards from these as well. I mean, if you want to go around with your sewing machine, you can, but that's the back. So that's how to make a mug rug, a placemat or whatever, on any embroidery machine. Don't have to be a fancy one. Any embroidery machine, you can do it using your inbuilt designs. So just let me show you again. I do apologise, you're going to get a bit of the blur thing. I'm going to go in close now. Right, I'm going to go through the processes again, because I might have been a bit quick. So when we designed it, we did the first one as your set down stitch. Yep. Then another one for the if I'm going the right way, for my wadding. So you place that down, my wadding goes on top, and that tacks down my wadding. that then attach down my fabric, that then, I've gone backwards, let me start again. Good heavens to Murgatroyd. Right, I always get this wrong way. So first one onto your stabiliser, we'll go proper way this time, that way. You tack down for your wadding, you tack down for your fabric, you design, any design, yeah. Now if you want to then put vinyl on top of that to cover your design, you can. You're going to need another one of them squares then to do that. Then your writing, so you can do your writing, then you need another one of them squares if you like. So you can use one of these squares to put vinyl on top, but you need two of these squares for the back, so you put your back on and your back on again, because it just strengthens that seam. So I hope you found that interesting. Have a good day.